This episode is brought to you by Honda. When you test drive the all-electric Prologue SUV, there's a lot that could impress you about it. There's the generous passenger space, the clean, thoughtful design, and the intuitive technology. But out of everything, what you'll really love most is that it's a Honda. Visit honda.com/EV to see offers.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
All right. Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops. How are you, Coach?
Amazing.
I have my two brothers.
What do you got? What do you wear? Two brothers
Tavern.
Right.
It's the one bar in Middlebury.
Yeah.
My son goes to school.
Yeah. That must be packed when
it's
the only
pretty
place
busy.
to go, right? Yeah.
Pretty busy.
That's funny.
Anybody. All right. Hey, Coach, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors.
Coaches, go check out gc.com/coaching youth hoops. It's a free app for coaches. If you're looking for stats for your games, gc.com/coaching youth hoops delivers. It will give you real-time stats and like film room. So you can go back, you can review with your review. Oh my gosh, Coach, review film with your team.
Talk.
I know. Review film with your team. And I had a nice conversation with a coach the other day. He goes, "You want to fix problems on your team? Go review the film with them." And I thought, yep, absolutely. Again, go check it out at gc.com/coaching youth hoops for more information.
I mean, we used it all fall. It's great. It's so easy for people. And I couldn't make it to all my stuff and parent tape. It was great. gc.com/coaching youth hoops. And
hey, you can go check out our new podcast, youthsportsinsider.com. It is the business of youth sports. We are interviewing professionals, people who've been doing it for a long time, giving you an inside look of how to run your team, your tournament, your venue. Go check it out at youthsportsinsider.com.
All right. So today's topic, which is sometimes hard at my level, even. At the high school level, is player placement.
Yeah. And this is really about getting it wrong. And what do you do?
And I've gotten it wrong. In 35 years, I've gotten it wrong. Mm-hmm. I've gotten it wrong by not moving them to the upper level. For my level, it's like, your freshman, you should be on the sophomore, you should be in like varsity. It's like that way. Sometimes I haven't moved them up when they should have been moved up. Sometimes I moved them up and they weren't ready to be moved up. And it's hard. It's hard. It's, I've had, and you asked before we even jumped on about like, what do you do? And it's hard because sometimes you have to have those courageous conversations.
Yeah.
When they're over their head. I've told kids I've made mistakes by not moving them up. I said I should have done this 6 months ago. It's my fault. So totally sorry. But
those are easier ones, right?
Those are easier ones. You run on you jump yourself, you jump on the sword at that point and just take it. The other ones are harder.
Right.
But it's how you frame it, I think is really important. Because, if I'm putting you in an algebra class, you're not ready for algebra, I'm going to move you back down to pre-algebra because that's what you need at this point. And it's not that you can't take algebra. It's not that you can't play at some point, but you're going to be better off getting those quote unquote fundamentals and things down. It's the teacher and me wanting to put you at the right spot.
Well,
Sometimes
that's
I have kids I teach stats and AP stats. Sometimes kids take AP and they're not ready. They're just not ready. It's not ready. It's not that shouldn't take this. They move them down. Sometimes I have kids in regular stats and they're bored silly. And just, not AP stats. I hate calling it right, but whatever. And I got to move them back up. It's just stats class. It's like we don't go at the pace. We don't have to get done by, the AP test is May, whatever. It's like, so I think those are important things to dive into and to think about as your coach. Before you give your input, Coach, let's give a big shout out to our other sponsor that we're excited about.
Yeah, coaches, go check out sponsorly.com. If you're a youth sports operator and looking for support in the terms of sponsorship for your team, go sign up at sponsorly.com. And if you're looking to support youth sports through sponsorships, you can sign up as well, and we'll be in touch. So go to sponsorly.com for more information and to get started.
All right. So what's your thought, Coach? Because you're doing, I'm giving it from the, high school, junior high level. You're giving it more from the summer youth AU level. What's your thought?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's no matter how going up, moving a girl or boy up from if you have an A-B split, B to A, easy conversation. A to B, tough conversation. But I want to go back to something that you had said earlier. If you have someone in calculus and they really should be in algebra or pre-calc, why is that an easier conversation to take than people like, oh, okay, maybe I should, go to this other class where I can learn some more basics.
I think it's not
right?
as public. It's not as public.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I don't know what my neighbor's kids are taking for math class, but
you have a class of 30 and they're sitting in your class of 30 and all of a sudden they're not there and now all of a sudden they're in the pre-algebra class of
I think it's a
kids.
parent public. I think it's harder on the parents than it is on the kid. That's my point. Is I think it's more public.
So then all of a sudden they're not showing up at the games but they're going to the practices and they're all of a sudden practicing on this other team and maybe you're right. I mean, it is a tough conversation because one, you don't want to, if you have the child in mind, you don't want to discourage them or make them feel less than they are, right? You don't want to hurt their confidence, right? You can make the argument that they should be on this team because one, they're going to get more playing time, right? They're going to be the leader on their team. But you'll have parents argue, well, the opposite is true as well. She's only going to get better by playing against better people. Right?
Right.
So
what do you challenge?
I don't know the right answer to that. And I think it's obviously on a case by case basis, and they are difficult conversations to have. The other thing that if you think about it in a team dynamics too, other players pick up on that. Parents pick up on who the better players are and know who's kind of the number 10 player on a team, right? So and then are you afraid of losing the team by keeping this player on that team? And then if you take her off, are you afraid of just are you going to lose her or him? So it's really tough situation to
there's a nuance to it. There's definitely a nuance.
What should I call you if I have to do that and say
yes,
or have an outside agent do it, right?
Because the problem is there's no emotion. It's not a perfect science, right? It's not a perfect.
No, it's not. It's not.
When you're dealing with human beings.
That's right.
We're not always going to make the right choices.
Yeah,
and it's even with my team this year. It's like there's kids that didn't play. It's like, did I make all the right? I think I did, but it's like,
right.
You're making your choices on a couple vision. It's like, maybe. But that's, It's the analogy I always talk about. If I put a bunch of ingredients for soup on the kitchen and you and I have the exact same ingredients, my soup is going to taste different than your soup. It is. Because I'm going to put maybe more carrots in or more potato, whatever. If I'm making, and you might put more salt. It's like, no coach is ever going to pick the same thing. And it's like the same thing as making a good soup kind of thing. I don't know. Poor analogy, maybe. But
no, because I cannot replicate my wife's chocolate chip cookie recipe.
No.
I just
she
can't.
Does something that you can't.
She's got it all written down for me.
Doesn't matter.
And I'm like, come on, you're doing something, because I followed this. I double checked all the measurements. Like, what are you doing? And she just laughed. She goes, "It's just love." I'm like, okay.
It's a little bit of love. I'm
like, I don't know. She comes from a baking family, right?
Yeah. And they
two generations. She's a third generation baker. And I'm like, okay, but you gave me the recipe. And I literally followed. I had everything. You should have seen the last time. And this is, I think you're right on to, this is a great analogy, is I literally put out everything, like the tablespoon, the cups, whatever it is. I measured everything out separately. I had the whole countertop full of, the different measuring spoons with all the different ingredients in. Double checked that I had it in the right way. And my daughter tasted it and she was like, "This is not the same." I'm like, how could it not be the same?
I know.
How? Right? So that this is the same thing when it comes to putting a team together, right? Or, in these tough conversations, it's on a case by case basis, and it's how you handle it and who the baker is in the situation, right?
It is. All right, Coach, anything else in closing?
Yeah, coaches, go check out gc.com/coaching youth hoops. It should be in one of your tools in your toolbox if you are a coach and like stats and like film review. And also, if your parents can't make it to a game, you have it. They have it. They can view it live. So gc.com/coaching youth hoops.
All right. Till next week, Coach.
Till next week.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, Rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, Rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.